Welcome back to my channel, Keeping Up with Mayraki. As you guys can see from the title, today we will be doing a video about my experience of how everything happened to me becoming an esthetician. My experience, everything. So I'm gonna get out the real tea. I didn't really mention what school I was going to while being in school, but now since I graduated and everything, I'm just gonna give y'all the tea, everything. I'm just gonna spill everything. But before we get into this video, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you're not new, welcome back, all my rose babies. I appreciate y'all support, and just continue to watch this video. So y'all, let's get into this tea. Okay, so the first thing I want to address is I did go to Mayraki University here in Chicago, Illinois. I went to I don't know if I really want to say what campus I went to, but I just know that I went to Mayraki University here in Chicago, Illinois. I chose that school because I knew a few people that I went to high school with that went there. So I'm like, okay, I was asking them questions like, how was it? How was the financial aid set up? You know, things like that. And they was just giving me good feedback with them and saying how the financial aid, you would get government support, you know, FAFSA and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, cool. And then also I was doing my own research. Like I was looking on YouTube, seeing about people and their experience of going to Mayraki. And you know, things like that. So I was like, okay, know what, I'm gonna do this school. And one thing I did say, I like when people when I was asking people about the school, they was saying like it was 50-50 hands-on and 50-50 like 50% hands-on, 50% in book work, and which I liked because I didn't want to go to a school that was all book work. I didn't want to do that. Like, I wanted to actually put my hands on people, clients and stuff, you know, actually do the work. So I did like that. So that's another reason what made me really want to go to that school. And then when it came to like tuition and things like that, they were just real flexible. Like you could either, like, it depends on how your lifestyle was set up basically. Like some people paid out of pocket every month. Like they paid their tuition like every month. And then some people just got loans for school, which I was one of those people that my mom took out a loan for me to go to school. So I was basically like doing stuff with FAFSA. So I felt like that was real good about that school, that they did that, because a lot of schools out here do not accept, like, you know, government funds. You have to pay out of pocket, like, and everybody don't have the funds to pay out of pocket, you know. So I felt like that was a good thing. And also, like, I feel like I think they have like 3-4 campuses in Chicago area, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so now that you guys know what school I went to, let me tell y'all about some more things about my experience. So like I said before, I did because the next question was, how did I pay for school? The next thing was, I did, like I told y'all, I did get government funds to go to school. So I was grateful for that I didn't have to pay out of pocket. My mom was able to, you know, take out a loan for me, because I did have some friends at school which are my SD besties. They did have to some of them did have to pay out of pocket every month, which you know, and if you don't pay, you know, if you don't pay your monthly things, you know, they start telling you can't come to school. So it was just like, I was grateful that I didn't have to deal with that and stuff like that. But gladly, none of my SD besties didn't have to go through that either. Like, they was on top of their, you know, stuff. So the next question that I want to address is my experience at Mayraki University. Like, let's get into that. I'm gonna start from the beginning all the way to the end, literally beginning to end. So my first day at Chicosa University, I was excited but nervous at the same time because when I was asking people questions and stuff like that, I'm like, before I started going there, I was asking people questions about like the school stuff like that, you know. So it was just like making me nervous because I'm a nervous, like I get nervous about everything, or anxiety. I'm not gonna say nervous. I have anxiety about everything, whatever you want to call it. But so my first day there was my first day started was March 1st. I was a full-time student, so I've completed in Illinois it's 750 hours that you got to complete to be a full-time esthetician. So yeah, I finished in 6 months. So I started in March 1st, and then I graduated was it July 19th or June 19th? I always get I graduated July 19th. I always get June and July messed up. But I graduated July 19th. But so my first day of school, we had ended up being in a classroom with some of the seniors, you know, like they just told us basically like where to go. There was the and imagine I started school during COVID, so they was like having they could only allow so many students to be in a classroom. So wait, let me back up just a little bit. So I originally signed up to be a part-time student when I started doing my registration. I started to be a part-time student, and so everything was everything was planned, everything was filled out with my FAFSA, everything, my classes, everything. So I was a part-time. I was going to be going to school to 5 to 10 at night. So that was in January. I sat up. So the whole time, January all the way until February, the last weekend in February, I get a call from financial aid telling me that hey, the part-time is full. Do you want to become a full-time student, or do you want to like push your class back? So basically, like I would have been starting, or if you still want to stick with part-time, you would be starting in April. I was like, no. And it was crazy, y'all, because after I told them part-time, like a few weeks later, but everything was already filled out. But a few weeks later, I was like, dang, I should have did full-time. So that was just God blessing me, telling me, like, go ahead and do this full-time, you know, do it in 6 months, get out, boom. So when they said that, I was like, instantly like, no, I'll do full-time. So they started sending me the paperwork and everything to refill out that I wanted to do it full-time, but the payments were still the same. So it was just cool. Like, everything was cool. So I had started that week or whatever. So when we got there or whatever, they basically, it was like only during the COVID thing, only 5 people could be in a classroom or something like that, or they could only accept the 5 new students, basically. No, it was not 5, it was 7, I think, or 10. It was one of them. But altogether, we started off as 7. But yeah, so let me stop jumping all around. So we started off as 7 as a class, and we was mixed in with some of the seniors, the 2 seniors that was supposed to be graduating, but I guess they was graduating late. So the first day, we just introduced each other, you know, telling each other about ourselves and stuff, you know, all the other stuff. Like I was saying, the first day or so, we was telling each other about ourselves and stuff, you know, just getting to know each other. So everybody was just all standoffish and stuff, you know. Our original teacher that was supposed to be there, she wasn't there, but she was missing a few days, so we was stuck with a teacher, another esthetician teacher. So they were just basically filling us in. So, you know, we get a kit with all our makeup kit, our iPads, our book, everything, like all that. We didn't have that the first day. We really had to wait a week until we got our stuff. But people like before us and the classes that came after us got they kit the first day, second day. We had to wait the whole week. So imagine then we was a hybrid class, like when we first started out. So we was online and in class. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays we was online. Then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we was on campus. So imagine we got to download all this. We got to download the book. We got to download Zoom. All this on our phone. So it was just a horrible experience starting out, because it was just like you gotta have all this on your phone, and you want us to do homework and download all this stuff. Like a lot of people don't have storage on their phone. Y'all know how iPhones are, like when it comes to storage. So it was just like you know. But a week later, we end up getting our kit. So our kit came with a makeup, all our makeup. And honestly, we was missing a few makeup items, but whatever, because I really didn't care for the makeup anyways. But we got our iPad. It gave us, what else came in our kit? We got our mannequin. What else? No, I lied. Because I don't even think our iPad came in our kit, honestly. We had to wait for a little minute. We got our kits, but then we had to wait for the iPad. I don't know what the heck is going on. But yeah, I think we didn't get our iPad until like a week and a half later, 2 weeks. I don't know. But I know for a fact we didn't have an iPad for the first week. And we was using our phones and people that had laptops at home. But you know, it was just so, it was horrible. So after that or whatever, we started, you know, me and my classmates started to get to know each other. We started off by doing we didn't even get the proper introduction. Like, I swear, like, being freshmen, we didn't get the proper introduction. Like, the seniors supposed to give us facials. We didn't get a facial for them. We gave them facials. Imagine, this our first time getting facials. I honestly was nervous to get my first facial. I was just like, oh my God, I hope I don't mess these people up. I hope I'm not putting too much pressure on her, you know, stuff like that. So that was that or whatever. So like we did facials. We did back facials the first week. And then the second week we went into facials. And so at that time we were still stuck with the teacher that really wasn't our teacher. She was a senior teacher at the time. So that next week our teacher came. Imagine, honestly, y'all, we had one main teacher, don't get me wrong, and I love her. That's my teacher. That's my lady. But we really all in total had 6 teachers, which I'm going to explain everything. So imagine, I already named the one teacher that wasn't, she was a senior teacher, she wasn't our teacher at the time. Then I named my real teacher, she was our teacher. So that's 2 teachers right there. So then, but my real teacher, she had an excuse as why she couldn't be there. She had like personal issues that she had to deal with. So, yeah. But then like as time went on, we learned a lot. Like it was the 6-month program studying, but the 6-month, when I say it's a lot, y'all, it's a lot. The 6-month program is fast. Like esthetician program period is fast, and if you miss a day, you miss a demo. You miss a demo. Like the day you miss, they probably didn't learn epidermabrasions, all type of stuff. Like you done missed all that, so now you don't know how to do that. So you gotta see if your classmates know how to do it, or you just gotta go on the school app. They got like little videos so you can watch the people, like they do a demo online so you can see. But those demos are so old that you don't even want to really follow that because it be wrong and it's not what they doing now in the time. So really, Chakotay need to update they videos because sometimes it be wrong. Like not wrong, but that's just not what we doing in the real world now. So yeah, but I really, honestly, I only probably missed like 4 days of school, and that was because of my boyfriend graduation, honestly. But I just didn't never say, oh yeah, I'm not coming to school. And imagine, y'all, I used to drive 40 minutes to school, and then on my way home it was traffic, and it took take me an hour and a half to get home. So y'all know I was dedicated to that because what? Every day. So then after so in essentials, this is what it called when the 6 weeks when you first start off is essentials. And that's basically you learning about waxing, you learning the basics of facials. It's the basics of everything you need to know, like the diseases, sanitation, all that, disinfecting, anything like that. Those type of important things you need to know before you go into advanced. So essentials was you have to know everything and pass the live demo before you got to advanced. So y'all, this whole 6 weeks, I'm like I having a bad anxiety because I'm like, I just really want to pass. I want to pass because they was making us so scared, like saying like if you don't pass, you can't move to advanced. You're not gonna move on with your classmate. You're not gonna be able to take clients because the essentials you don't take clients. Like for the 6 weeks, you don't take clients. It's all about really essentials is book work, and you practicing on your classmate, but you're not doing any clients on the floor yet. So essentially, it really book works, and it was fast. Like you did a chapter every day. You had a new chapter basically, but you had to have all that work done by Friday. It was just a lot. So yeah, it was just a lot, honestly. But what I could say was I learned a lot from Essentials. So when I went to Advanced, I was already prepared. And when I first went into being an esthetician, when I started off, I was more focused on doing facials. I didn't really care for the wax, and I really definitely didn't care for no makeup. So that's what I really went into. And a lot of people go in thinking like they want to do one thing, but then go out and start wanting to do another. Because I ended up leaving out and wanted to do waxing, which I have my own business for waxing too as well, located in Chicago. I'm going to have my Instagram down below so you guys can follow me and you see my work and things like that. I also plan on adding lashes to my class, because you also learn, you don't learn, Tricosi, you don't learn extension lash, you learn tabbing, which is those like lashing that the nail shop do. So yeah, but we didn't learn lashing until we got to advanced. Those are advanced treatments. So in Essentials, you basically learn the book work and you learn about facial. So at the end, after when you're 6 weeks, you have to take a test on, and you learn waxing in Essentials too. So in Essentials, you get tested out on what you have to do on hand, and your teacher is watching. You got to remember a massage. This is the Tricosi. You have to remember the Tricosi massage. Like, literally, you can't have no book, you can't have no paper, you got to remember it. So you have to be at home studying this stuff, learning the movements. Girl, I was so scared, y'all. Like, I was just so scared. Like, I'm just like, I got to get this damn pack. So I was practicing every day. I'll be in a car, or I'll be in the shower practicing the hand movements in the air, like this is that. And it's like, y'all, I was really not playing. So when you got tested out on the 6 weeks in Essential, you gotta know how to do underarm waxing, and it was underarm waxing and eyebrows, underarm and eyebrows. I think that was the first test. And then you have to remember the massage. Then you have to remember the facial. You have to remember the steps in the facial, like pre-cleanse, cleanse, exfoliate, massage, and just the I can't even remember, because yeah, but I know, like, when I'm, you know how you just know things when you're going in a movement, but you can't really say what, you know. But yeah, you have to remember all that. And then I want to say that was, yeah, it was the massage, the facial, waxing, and then that was it, I think, for the Essentials. So then it was a fun experience, y'all. It was a fun experience. You just gotta make sure you there. It could be fun and you can learn at the same time. So then, like, I had passed my stuff or whatever. I was so nervous. And then my teacher, she was just like staring. And just, yeah. So my teacher did actually miss a few days and stuff like that or whatever. So that's when the third teacher came in, when we had another teacher. So that's the third teacher, y'all. Imagine, third teacher. So then I ended up, all my classmates, we all passed. Kudos to us, baby. But we all had passed, and we ended up going to advanced. Advanced was a breeze, y'all. It was a freaking breeze. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, Essentials was tough. Not tough, but it was a lot, and you got to do a lot of writing in Essentials. But when we got to advanced, everything cooled down. Like, and our teachers even told us, like, yeah, when y'all get to advanced, y'all ain't gotta be, you ain't gonna be stressing like this. But when we got to advanced, we started taking clients. We learned at Tricosi University, you do not learn Brazilian waxes. You do not learn Brazilian waxes at all. You gotta, they teach you waxing. You learn bikinis, but you don't learn Brazilian, so you gotta learn it on your own. But honestly, it's not hard. But when we got to advanced, we started taking clients, which we was all nervous for our first clients and stuff like that, because our first clients was family day. We did a family day at our school. We basically had I think my mom came, and then I think my boyfriend came. But yeah, those are our first clients. But you know, them really not clients, because they is, but then again, they're not. You know these people, but when you get them real clients, you don't know them from a can of paint. So it's like, yeah, it get real. But we learned how to do dang, I feel like because I've been out of school probably for like 3-4 weeks now, and I feel like the consultation forms and stuff like that. I don't know, I'm just forgetting words. We learned how to do consultation forms, learn like what people can have, what people can't have. what people can have and what people can't have, learning what to recommend them for products and stuff like that. I got so good at recommending people for products, it didn't make no sense. Like, because you have to get them sales. Like, we at Tricosi, since we started doing COVID and stuff like that, they didn't let us do the white cards. A white card is basically like you gotta have so many facials, you gotta have so many waxing clients, stuff like that. Like, it's like a sign off. But we didn't have to do that, which I was grateful for because it was a lot. So I was grateful for that. But you do have to have so many sales, so many sign off on certain procedures and stuff like that. But grateful we didn't have to do that, which, yeah. And crazy was when we was graduating, they was making them start that. So I was just like, yes, we out of here. But yeah, so we did that. We started taking clients. It was just a breeze. Like, it was so fun. Esthetician school is so fun. You just gotta pick the right school for you. Like, it was kind of like some drama and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it kind of felt like, because some of the girls that came in after me and my classmates and stuff, they was like fresh out of high school, stuff like that. Like, and I'm just like, I ain't come here for that. I paid too much money. We took out some loans for us to be up in here and having drama and stuff like that. They was just too much. Like, it was. Don't get me wrong. It was a little stuff that was going on, but I was just like, no, I don't even care no more. Like, that ain't what I came here for. But yeah, it kind of did have that type of stuff. So I'm gonna be honest about that. It had drama. But every school is not drama. But you know, when you in a room with a group of females, it's like, because after a while they started merging classes, because you know the COVID started lifting up and stuff. So it was about like 20, and then so my teacher ended up, my original teacher ended up having to leave and stuff like that to personal issues and stuff like that. So we ended up getting merged in with a new teacher. So that's our 4th teacher. I think I've kind of missed some teachers, honestly, but whatever. Cause, you know, it was fast because the new teacher had came in and she was like helping. She was like assistant to the other teacher. That was for this 5 teachers already. And so we ended up getting merged in with this other teacher, and she already had her class, and then she ended up taking our class, and then she ended up getting another class. So it's like 20 of us, 20 females in the classroom, plus the teacher. Like, no, it just was out of hand. But I got through it though, so I didn't really care. But also at Tricosi, they are like a family type of thing too. So it's like we always had the morning meetings and stuff like that. Like, you know, they tell us about the morning, like at the morning meeting, they tell us about things that's going on, like any new rules or just announcements basically. And sometimes they would announce the graduates and stuff like that. Then they had a graduation later, things like that. But it's really a family there. Like, honestly, like, I actually love it. Like, if I had the chance to probably go work for Tricosi, I probably would. Even though I'm like, my teacher tell me like, you would be a good teacher, which I was like, nah, because I don't got time. Like, I do not have time for people. But like, if I did have a chance, I probably would go work at Tricosi. I don't know, not being a teacher, maybe. I probably would be a teacher. I don't know what I would do, but I probably, if I had the chance, I would go back to work with Tricosi. It wasn't a bad school, honestly. Like, I had a good experience there. I never had a problem with like anything with my payments. I never had a problem with really no teachers like that. It's probably except for one, but it wasn't a big deal. Like, to the point like I'm like, oh no, I hate this school. Like no, I never, like, I love going to school, honestly. But yeah, when you get to advanced, you get tested out too. You got to take a test on bikini, bikini, eyebrow wax. You always got to do an eyebrow wax, which I don't know why. You have to do a facial. You got to do the massage, and then you have to do makeup. Baby, my makeup was boo-boo, like, but I still passed because, you know, it was boo-boo. I ain't gonna lie, it was trash, but I still passed, so it really didn't matter. But you know, everybody is not into makeup, so everybody had their own thing. Like, my thing was waxing and facials. Like, I killed that off back, and the massage, I killed that off back. Like, I remember the massage, I killed it. Like, but makeup was not my thing, honestly, so I didn't really care for it. Like, I knew I was gonna pass everything else, so I didn't really put my all into makeup, but I still tried at the end of the day. But it was cool. So yeah, I honestly feel like if you looking for any school, because I think Chicosi is in Indiana as well. It's other places too, I think. But if you're looking for a school, I feel like Chicosi would be a good school. They are family oriented. They like are mentors. Like when you leave there, you can still contact them. You can still contact your teachers, and the administrators, everybody. Like, yeah. One thing I could say now that me being out of school, I've been out of school for 3-4 weeks, and I'm just now starting to study for my state boards. But I'm just like, dang, I need a break from school. But now I'm studying for my state boards. I still haven't got my transcripts yet, so I'm still waiting on my school to call me for that. But when I get my transcripts, I'm gonna register for state boards, and I'm just gonna be studying. Honestly, like I'm probably finna study once I get done doing this video. And yeah, I feel like I'm confident that I'm going to pass the state boards and stuff. It's just I'm still nervous, so like I get test anxiety. So yeah, but I think I'm gonna do good, honestly. But that's my experience of being at Chicosi University. Now y'all know what school I went to. So then the last little question that I have to answer is, what would I recommend to upcoming estheticians? I would recommend to like pick a school that you know fits you. And also to, when you go to school, yeah, it's okay to make friends, because you know everybody once you graduate, everybody's gonna leave out doing something different. So you gotta make those connections with other people. Like my esthetician besties, like I could go to one of them to go get my lashes done. I could go one of them get my facial done. And y'all never know, y'all might get into business with, you know, we might get into business with each other one day. You know, they can come to me for their waxing, you know, things like that. So I feel like it's good to make connections and stuff like that, but you still going there to learn. Like, make sure you focus on school, and then the friends that come, you know, with that. But also keep in touch with your teachers, like if they're a good teacher. I'm not gonna say keep in contact with them if they horrible. But if they a good teacher, keep in contact with them, because they probably got connects that could put you in a place to be great. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. And like when it comes to pick a school, like I said, pick a school that's right for you, fit for you. Like you gotta pay attention to like the payments, like how can you pay, where is it located at? Because like our school, they gave you our school started at 9, but they gave you a grace period of 15 minutes. So if you came at 9:16, you could not get in the door. So like when I say pick a location that you can get to at time, because every school is not like that, and you have to be there at 9 o'clock if they say 9 o'clock. So you know. So yeah, I just feel as pick a location for you, pick a good school for you that you feel is right. And pick a school that focus on what you really want to learn. Because honestly, what I could say about Chicosi is they really didn't focus on makeup with us. Like, so people that was in our class that like makeup, we really only focused on makeup for a day or two. And not even a day, a half a day. And then we got tested on, you know, things like that. Like, we always focused on, we spent like a week on waxing. We always focus, like, Chicosi is known for facials. Like, so pick a school that you want to go, like, that focus on what you want to go to. Like, if you all about makeup, go to a school that focus on makeup as well, like, more than, you know, something else. Or if you like waxing, go to a school that's, like, focused more on waxing, you know, things like that. Because, and, oh, yeah, we didn't really focus on lashes like that. We only did lashing for an hour, probably, and that was that. And I really did not master the lash tabbing. Like, I would have rather wanted to do the individual lashes, like, extensions. I would have wanted to learn that, but we don't learn it at Chicosi. So, yeah. Just pick a school that does what you want to do in your life. Like, that's honestly what I could say. So, I hope y'all enjoyed my little tea on my Chicosi experience. Overall, it was a good school. I can't really say nothing bad about them. Yeah, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, all that. And if you're new, subscribe to my channel. I'm my Rose Baby. Thank you for watching this video, and see y'all next time.